Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Free Will. Welcome to Trinity.
Hey, Doc.
Please have a seat.
My new boss told me I had to stop by for some kind of evaluation.
Yes, psychological evaluation. It's quite standard.
Okay, sure.
Let's get it started then, shall we? I want you to imagine that you're living on a city block.
Okay.
On this block, there's a red house, a green house, a blue house, and a white house.
Sure.
Red man lives in the red house, the green man lives in the green house, and the blue man lives in the blue house.
Okay.
Now, who lives in the white house?
The white man.
No, I'm sorry, the president lives in the White House. You're retarded.
What?
Here's a pamphlet. It details just a couple of
No,
services
wait, back up. Did you just call me retarded?
I just diagnosed you retarded.
I'm not retarded.
Yes, you are.
But...
And this pamphlet is a great resource for retarded people
listen,
such as yourself.
I know I'm not retarded.
Very well. I don't normally do this, but would you like to take another retarded test?
Yes, but should you really be calling it that?
Give me your hands.
What?
Did you know I can tell the future?
No.
Oh, yes. You can tell a lot about a person from their palm. For example, right here, I see your beautiful house in the future. Here's your wife tending the garden, tire swing out back, and right in the middle of your backyard is the swimming pool. I'm sorry, you're retarded. Only a retarded person will let me spit in their hands.
But spitting in people's hands is retarded. You're the retard.
No, you're retarded, and retard is a very unfortunate word for someone in your position.
Well, I'm not retarded. Wait. Is this one of those tests where if I believe you, then I'm retarded?
No, you're retarded. And I really recommend reading this pamphlet with a loved one
I don't want
over
or need your
dinner
pamphlet. Just give me another test.
Please.
Give me another test.
Very well. Follow my fingers with your eyes. Good. You're retarded.
That's impossible. It's impossible.
If you're retarded.
I'm not retarded.
There are some physiological indicators. For example, if your hand is bigger than your face, you're retarded. You're retarded.
Okay, doctor, listen. I am not, nor have I ever been mentally retarded. I'm a mentally, physically fit individual who's just trying to do his new job the best he can. Can't you understand that?
There is one more test.
Great. I'll take it.
Okay. I need you to spell the word pig backwards and then say a whole bunch of different funny colors.
What, like G-I-P? I'm not going to do that.
Say a bunch of different funny colors.
Shut up.
Excuse me, sir. If you want to take this retarded test, you need to spell the word pig backwards and say
so like G-I-P, orange, blue, red, yellow. Okay, is that good? Am I retarded now? Am I retarded?
Yes. You're very retarded.
Can I ask you something, doctor?
Of course.
If a red house has red bricks and a blue house has blue bricks, what color bricks does a green house have?
See, I'm not retarded, so I know I don't have to answer that question.
Who's buried in Grant's tomb?
I know, but I'm not telling you.
What color is George Washington's white horse?
I don't tell little babies.
How much dirt is in a hole? 3 feet by 6 feet by 6 feet?
108 cubic feet. I'm great at math.
Nah, there's no dirt. It's a hole.
Shut up!
I don't shut up. I grow up. And every time I look at you, I throw up. And then your mama walks around the corner and licks it up.
My mama doesn't do that. You're not retarded, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You wanna play with my truck?
Doctor? Doctor, this cake smells funny.
I don't understand. It should smell fine. I'm retarded.
This place like I need a shotgun blast to the face. Oh, righty then.
Did you know that there are over 5 languages in this world? We don't need all these languages, people. We don't need no British language or Canadian language or Hawaiian language or Alaskan language. We need just American, okay? Just American language. Nothing more, nothing less, just American. You wanna know why? Because the letters are pretty. They're cute, pretty letters. Like you can't get letters, like, prettier in the world, okay? Also, like, with the, what is it, sans serif, and, there's just a lot of fonts. You can't get that with no Canadian language with the little ching-chang-chongs. No, you can't. So, as the president of the world, kid president of the world, and the queen of everything, I am now going to officially cut the dookie with the other languages. We don't need them. You want to know what I found out? Most of England speaks Americanish, but they just have an accent. Americans, we don't have any accents because we are the future of the world. But I'm just saying, they speak it. They speak it. So should you. So if you can't understand this video, you need to learn Americanish. You need to learn Americanish. Bye.
Ever met someone who is so extremely dumb that they don't know how stupid they actually are? Ever tried to explain a new concept to someone who clearly doesn't get it? Well, you're not alone. Researchers have come up with a theory that explains why the less we know about something, the more confident we are in our ability to master it. So there's a term for Dumb and Dumber? Yes, and it is more common than you might think. Join us today as we explore the avenues of dumbness. In this episode of the infographic show, what is the Dunning-Kruger effect? Named after Cornell University researchers David Dunning and Justin Kruger, the Dunning-Kruger effect is a condition in the field of psychology where an intellectually challenged individual fails to adequately assess the extent of their own intelligence, or lack thereof. Armed with an unhealthy bias of illusory superiority, these low-ability people cannot objectively evaluate their own mental shortcomings. In other words, they are too stupid to know how stupid they are. In 1999's study, Unskilled and Unaware of It, Dunning and Kruger studied the criminal case of MacArthur Wheeler, a bank robber who disguised himself by covering his face with lemon juice. His rationale being that the chemical properties of lemon juice are used in invisible ink, therefore should render him invisible to the bank security cameras. An easy enough mistake, and one that cost him his freedom. After he was easily caught by the cops, the wannabe thief was shown the video surveillance footage of himself robbing the banks. Genuinely surprised that his plan hadn't worked, Wheeler was without the required mental capabilities to figure out the gap in his own reasoning. Other investigations followed, and the Dunning-Kruger's 2003 paper, Why Do People Fail to Recognize Their Own Incompetence, observes the following. Successful negotiation of everyday life would seem to require people to possess insight about deficiencies in their intellectual and social skills. However, people tend to be blissfully unaware of their incompetence. This lack of awareness arises because poor performers are doubly cursed. Their lack of skill deprives them not only of the ability to produce correct responses, but also of the expertise necessary to surmise that they are not producing them. People base their perceptions of performance, in part, on their preconceived notions about their skills. A good example of the Dunning-Kruger effect in action would be the early audition rounds of a talent show open to the fame-crazy public. British pop star wannabe Warren Wald became a mini-celebrity when he auditioned for the show Pop Idol in 2003 with a rendition of the 1980s track Eye of the Tiger. He sang the song so badly that the public adored him. Warren, who led a simple life, suddenly became a tabloid newspaper sensation. He gave interviews on television and radio, and the YouTube clip of him singing went viral. Warren had no apparent idea just how badly he sang until the nature of his fame came to light. When the penny dropped, Warren realized he was being celebrated for his guts and determination rather than his promise as a vocalist. His singing career is currently on hold. The public does have a tendency to champion underdogs, and this tends to reinforce the Dunning-Kruger effect. Studies have shown that the Dunning-Kruger effect is not limited to the mentally challenged. High-performing individuals can also overestimate their abilities. In fact, most of us do it a lot of the time. The way to break out of the habit takes bravery and a level of humility that is uncommon in most people. We have to ask for feedback from a trusted source and be prepared for an honest response. So if you feel you have a talent for singing, perhaps test your theory on a few honest people before appearing on national television. What we now call the Dunning-Kruger effect is what the scientists used to call metacognition, thinking about thinking. Perhaps the less we know about a topic and the simpler it appears, the easier it is to ascribe some sort of understanding of it. We must be careful. We could well be one of the many Dunning-Kruger sufferers walking around blissfully ignorant of our ignorance.
Foolish. Lacking good sense or judgment, and wise. Resembling or characteristic of a fool. Foolish. Silly. Pitiable, deserving of compassion, helpless, simple, unsophisticated, ordinary, rustic, ignorant, foolish, showing a lack of good sense and wisdom, frivolous, trifling, silly.
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor. Der Feind operiert jetzt am nördlichen Stadtrand zwischen Frohnau und Pankow und im Osten ist der Feind bis zur Linie Lichtenberg-Marsdorf-Karlshorst gelangt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner
konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Es bleiben im Raum Keitel, Jodl, Krebs und Burgdorf.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer schickt Sie? Dass Sie es wagen, sich meinen Befehl zu widersetzen! So weit ist es also gekommen. Das Militär hat mich belogen! Jeder hat mich belogen, sogar die SS! Die gesamte Generalität ist nichts weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge!
Mein Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verbringen...
Nicht als Feiglinge! Verreiter, Versager!
Mein Führer, was Sie da sagen, ist ungeheuerlich!
Die Generalität ist das Geschmeiß des deutschen Volkes! Sie ist ohne Ehre! Sie nennen sich Generale, weil Sie Jahre auf Militärakademien zugebracht haben, nur um zu lernen, wie man Messer und Gabel hält! Jahrelang hat das Militär meine Aktionen nur behindert. Es hat mir jeden nur ersichtlichen Widerstand in den Weg gelegt. Ich hätte gut daran getan, von Jahren alle höheren Offiziere liquidieren zu lassen, wie Stalin. Ich war nie auf einer Akademie. Und doch habe ich allein auf mich gestellt. Ganz Europa erobert. Verräter! Von allem Anfang an bin ich so verraten und betrogen worden. Es wurde ein ungeheurer Verrat geübt am deutschen Volke. Aber alle diese Verräter werden bezahlen. Mit ihrem eigenen Blut werden sie bezahlen. Sie wird das saufen in ihrem eigenen Blut!
Bitte gerne. Jetzt beruhig dich doch.
Meine Befehle sind in den Wind gesprochen. Es ist unmöglich, unter diesen Umständen zu führen. Es ist aus. Der Krieg ist verloren. Aber wenn Sie, meine Herren, glauben, dass ich deswegen Berlin verlasse, irren Sie sich gewaltig. Eher jage ich mir eine Kugel durch den Kopf. Tun Sie, was Sie wollen.
Stupid. Having or showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense. Anyone who is stupid enough to think we live in the lap of luxury is out of their mind. S-T-U-P-I-D. Stupid.
à ses premiers rayons. Parmi les roseaux, cueillir l'oiseau du paradis, à goût de grelot, à son de whisky. Chanter la toune comme papillon qui tourne. Aïe aïe, tu fais mal à mon cœur d'animal.
Can you look at these two glasses? Do you think that they have the same amount of juice? You think they have the same? Okay. Now we're going to pour this juice into this glass. Now, do you think that this glass has more juice, this glass has more juice, or do you think that they have the same amount?
That one has more.
This one has more, and why do you think that this one has more?
Because it's taller.
Okay, you ready? Yeah. Okay. Does this row have more quarters? Does this row have more quarters, or do they have the same?
1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're both the same.
They're the same?
5, 5.
Okay. Okay. Does this row have more quarters? Does this row have more, or do they have the same?
This one has more.
That one has more quarters?
Yeah.
Why does this row have more quarters?
Because it's more far away.
It's more far away?
Yeah, it's more far away than that. Looks bigger.
All right, we're going to play a game with the graham crackers, and we're going to share them between me and you, okay? Okay. Do you think that we shared those fairly?
No.
No, why not?
You have those and I have this one.
Well, what if we try this? Okay, can I put this down right there?
Okay.
Now is it fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is it fair now?
Because we both have two.
Are you stupid or something?
Almost as stupid as stupid does.
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
Stupid as stupid does, Mrs. Blue.
I remember when I was 7, I was walking home from school and I told my mum that I'd been put on the stupid table. She asked me how I knew, and I told her it was because all the clever people were on the other tables and all the stupid people were on mine. I was pretty sure I wasn't stupid, but I did find it hard to read and write words. They all just seemed to get jumbled up in my head. When my parents used to make me read at home, I'd get so frustrated that I'd hide my head under a pillow and refuse to go on. I had no idea why I was like that. My teacher told my parents that I was just a bit slow and there was nothing that could be done. As I grew older, my brain grew too. Gradually, it all began to make sense. It was like somebody had untied a big knot in my brain. Now I can read and write all kinds of words. But what I like doing best is art. When I went to art college, I learned that most people who are good at art were also on the stupid table. It seems the two go hand in hand.
Anyway, lying on the floor. So you lay down on it and you do it some more. You got to share it, so you dare it, then you bear it, and you deserve it. You want it all, but you can't have it. It's in your face, but you can't grab it.
Men are not mind readers, they are simple creatures that believe words coming out women's mouths mean exactly that. They are mistaken. Here are 20 things women say and men do not understand because we are all stupid. Do I look fat in this? What she really wants to ask if you believe she is suddenly ugly. Do not even think about saying yes unless you really hate the beach and wanna be single again. When a woman says, go ahead, do not fall for this. It is not a permission, it really means, hey buddy, try it and see what happens, sucker. Only if you have the guts. The simple no, when said by a woman, usually really means no. It's a definitely no. Don't believe men who says no means a yes. It really means a no. I do not have to repeat myself. No means no, fool. The word yes. This is the tricky bit because sometimes it actually means no. And one needs to be really skilled to read minds to actually figure this out. A strange territory here. I can't give you advice. You are on your own here. Maybe. When she says maybe, it's still a no, so get over it and go back to your treehouse and build something. When a woman says, it would be nice if you could do something for me. This is not a wish, it is a command. Try not to do it and see how much pain you will get yourself into. When a woman says, fine, it means you lost the argument already, so you should shut the F up and let it go. She's always right. It is okay. In the woman mind means it's not really okay. She just needs some time to figure out how to punish your ass. Don't be a fool, get ready for a beating. When a woman simply asks you, are you listening? It means you are not and there is no way you can get away with it. No recovery here, just realize you are a loser and learn how to pretend to listen next time. It is up to you. You might believe you have free will to choose, but in fact it is a test to see that you know what she already knows, but lets you fail so she could tell you, I told you so. Dangerous zone here, folks. 5 minutes, darling. It actually means 40 minutes in makeup time, but if you turn on the TV it becomes, what the hell are you doing instead of helping me doing something useful? When a woman says thanks, she means thanks and you should say you are welcome. When she says thanks a lot, it has the opposite meaning and you should run because you are just fucked up big time. Darling, we can go anywhere you want. What she really means, you better think twice before you book something less than a 5-star restaurant, you cheap ass bastard. What are you doing? That's a question and it means you're already doing it wrong and you should listen to her how to do it, especially in bed, watch out. Do you have to do this right now, darling? Means stop your ass right now and get back into the house to help her do the dishes, you lazy bastard. You have to learn how to communicate. What it really means, you gotta start agreeing with her because sooner or later you're in trouble, my friend. This is just a warning for what's coming. When a woman says, I am not upset, she's actually upset. Flour, chocolate and begging for forgiveness on your knees with a guitar in your hand might save you or kill you completely. When a woman says, we need, she really means she wants and you obey. I don't want to talk about it. She actually wants you to get out and she's gathering evidence against your ass and you are already in trouble. When a woman says, we need to talk, you are already dead. I hope you have a will or a lawyer friend because you are toasted, my friend. Question for next time, what is the easiest method for a woman to dump your ass? Please leave your comments down below. Once upon a time, a bunch of scientists decided to do an experiment with monkeys. So they gathered 5 monkeys and put them in a cage. Inside the cage they added one ladder with bananas on top. It won't take long and one monkey will go up the stairs to get the banana as naturally. As soon as the banana are being touched, all the other 4 monkeys are sprayed with cold water, which they absolutely hate. After a short period of time, another monkey will make an attempt to climb the stairs with the same result. All the other monkeys will get sprayed with cold water. Pretty soon, when another monkey tries to climb the stairs, all the other monkeys will try to prevent it and they will attack it. Now they are starting to understand the rules of the cage. At this point in time, the scientists are replacing one monkey with a new one. The new one doesn't know the rules, sees the banana that wants to climb the stairs, and to his horror it will be attacked immediately. Another attempt, another attack. Now he understands, trying to get the banana will get him assaulted. And next, the scientists are removing another of the original 5 monkeys and replace it with a new one. The newcomer goes to the stairs and it is attacked immediately. The previous newcomer takes part in punishment with enthusiasm. Again replace the 3rd original monkey with the new one. The new one attempts for the banana and gets attacked immediately. And the scientists are repeating the exercise, replacing one monkey at a time, until all the original monkeys who've been sprayed with cold water are no longer in the cage. All the new monkeys in the cage now have been beaten once attempting to get the bananas, but they don't know why. Nevertheless, no monkey will ever again approach the stairs, because as far as they're concerned, this is the way it's always been around here. And dear friends, this is how corporate policies are coming into place. Everyone does something, they have no idea why. So you've been asked to do something and you don't understand what's the reason behind it? You're probably one of the monkeys, it's time to wake up.
There are no dissenting voices here, even though this is meant to be a university. I've come here a couple of times and talked like this, and it didn't take long for the security to start getting really aggressive. Even though it's against the law to stop someone talking in the university, you have to allow visiting professors the chance to express themselves. Excuse me, I'm talking.
No, you're not allowed to talk here.
Ladies and gentlemen, apparently I'm not allowed to talk here. I'm just talking. I thought this was a place of knowledge. I thought dissent is important. The scientific method relies on the questioning of all assumptions.
Stop talking. Leave the
no,
building,
I can't
please.
stop talking.
Leave the
Why?
building.
Why should I leave the building?
Can you call police, please?
Call the police? Have I committed a crime?
Can you please leave the building?
Can you please leave the building?
Leave the building.
You leave the building.
Leave the building. I work here. You are not allowed here.
You're okay. It's okay.
Just leave the building,
You're taking
please.
this too seriously.
Alpha Green, to Learning Center, please. Alpha Green.
I'm a student here.
Yeah,
I'm
everyone
trying
is
to study.
student here. This is a library. You can't do that here.
Like, if it's a library, the rule is you stay quiet, right?
Right.
That's not a law thing. That's just
It's not a law thing. It's just a.
That's just being a nice person thing.
Yeah.
Do you mind either keeping it down if you want to make a protest, be quiet, or carry it out outside? I think that's perfectly valid.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that happy?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
So I was only just speaking for a couple of minutes.
No, just leave the building, please.
No, it's okay.
Leave the building, please.
No, you have
leave the
no,
building.
Do you think I'm going to do what you tell me?
Yes, you will be.
What's going to happen if I don't?
I'm going to call the police.
Okay, you can call the police.
Can you leave the building, please?
It's okay.
Leave the building or keep it down. Just do it outside, please. Can you do it outside, please? Just leave the building. Leave the building, please. You breathe and calm down. Just leave the building, please. Leave the building. Yes, that's my job. Because you're not allowed in this building. Yes, you have to.
Under what law?
Under the law of police, you are banned from
Under
this
the law of
building.
police?
Yeah, we have.
What do you mean I'm banned from this building? How dare you ban me from this building? For what reason?
You are banned for this building.
For what reason do you ban me from the building?
Please again.
Yeah. Yeah, you call the police. Yeah. Have I committed a crime?
Mate?
Have I committed a crime?
Yes. You
Which
ain't
one?
supposed to
Which
be
crime?
me. You've
Which
been
crime?
told how many times?
Oh, really? Do I have to do things if I'm told a lot of times?
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't do things I'm told to do.
No? That's all right.
Do you?
Yeah.
You always do what you're told?
Yeah.
And do you have kids? Do you mind me asking?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do they always do what you tell them to do?
Yeah.
Do they? What happens if they don't obey you?
They do obey me.
If they don't?
They
Will they
do.
always obey you?
Yeah.
That's worrying.
Is it?
I'd be worried if my kids always obeyed me.
Yeah.
Because that means that they're going to obey anybody
Well,
in
maybe
this
you're not
authority.
the father.
Maybe. Don't know.
Who knows?
Don't know.
Can we have the police in the building? Because we have here one gentleman who is causing trouble. It's a library building. It's, yeah, one sec. 236 to 250. Holloway Road. N76PP.
Tell them they've had an injunction on this fellow as well.
No, you haven't. I've got no injunction on me at
Sorry?
all.
It's not a customer at all. He is causing trouble.
I'm talking. Tell them what I've actually done. Tell them what I've done. Tell them what I've done. Tell them what I've done. Excuse me, officer, can you please ask him what I've actually done? I've just spoken, that's all.
He can't even let me talk to you. Yep.
Not supposed to be here?
1 second. Hands free. Yep. Speak to the police. Excuse me, speak to the police. Just speak, it's on the loudspeaker.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Just stay
What's
there,
that?
please.
No. Oh, what's the problem? I'm just here in the university talking in the university, and they've got really angry about it. I mean, I'm just talking. I'm just talking. This guy has.
It's a library.
Yeah.
And I guess the gentleman would like people to remain calm in the library.
I am calm. I'm fine. I'm perfectly calm. Can you hear that? Can you hear?
To remain calm in the library?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty then. Duck.